Hey folks, welcome back to Satisfactory. Let's dive in and get back to the build. Last time we did some hunting for hard drives and found a number. There's lots of stuff we'd like to do, but I want to finish up, I want to wrap up my work on circuit boards and AI limiters and complete tier 5's automation, move on to tier 6. So I think we're going to start at the end here. I think we're going to come over here and start using these two containers for our end product. So you are going to be circuit boards. You're going to be AI limiters. Let's set you to be circuit boards. And we'll set you to be AI limiters. There we go. Okay. That puts those in place. So we'll need to set up 4 holes back here. We'll go ahead and get some Mark 1 lifts going here. And then we'll need to get down below and figure out how much further down we want to go here. Seems like down at this level will work just fine. So why don't we set up some space here and use this as the place where we build our facilities? Seems good, right? All right. So 1, 2, right around here should be good. Buckle my shoe, as it were. Actually, we want to get rid of that in case we want to go down further, right? Let's just prepare that for the future. All right. Let's build this out a little bit. Okay. Take that to there. Take that to there. Looks good. All right, so we got some space now. Let's bring down some lifts just to give ourselves some context on where we want to end up with stuff. Linsenmeyer, welcome back to the channel, buddy. Good to see you again. Okay, so we know that the plastic is over there, and we can maybe get the copper from over there as well. Let's put down our two output products here. Or our two assemblers for goodies. So we're going to want 2 assemblers making circuit boards, which I believe go in here. I think we'll push it back to somewhere like this so we can get access to the line later on if we want to. Maybe even a little bit further so we have space past that kind of like... Yeah, I think out to here makes sense. So we'll throw down a merger. And we'll send out the... Wants to be right on the middle there. Can I make that work? Yeah, okay. We'll send out the built circuit boards. Once they are built. Set these both to create circuit boards. All right, let's do power. Now, where are we getting power from? Should have some power around here somewhere. Let's come over to here, maybe? And then we can connect you to something else. Let's see. We should have power up here for sure. Where can I pull it through to this side? That'll connect to that, and then you can connect to there like this. There we go. Okay. So there's our circuit board manufacturers. I think I might switch to the jetpack for the interior here. So now you're going to need plastic, and you're going to need copper sheets. We know we're getting the plastic from over there, so let's get some lifts here and get up to that location. Let's see. Okay, this is basically correct. Why don't we have... We'll bring it along this line, I think. So we'll want... I think I want the merger up there. And then two things coming down. So we want something like, let's see, if I get the lifts in here and bring them up to the ceiling, then I think I can make that work. Because what we do here is we get a splitter, right? And we put it on there, but I don't actually want it there. Because I want to pull it off into the other one. Well, would that work? If I put this on here and turn this sideways, can I connect those up? I think so. Yeah. Okay, so then we can have the plastic come along the ceiling like this. Now, is Mark 1 the right size for this? Yeah, because we want 60 plastic per minute total, so a Mark 1 is fine. Let's push that along as far as we can get it. Alright, that's going to help us line things up on the other side. Let me go ahead and put something down for myself to work on here. Alright, there we go. Now, I did just hear... Oh, I'm missing iron plates. And I need to go up top anyway, because we just finished some research. So let's head up. I will top off my iron plates and my jetpack fuel here. Plus maybe some other stuff. Yeah, this is getting a little full. We need to do something about this. Let's start with the research. Here's what I'm going to do from now on with the research. If you're in the chat, you're going to help me decide. So... let's go ahead and scan another hard drive. And then for the research we picked, we have two alternatives here. Cheap silica, alternate tempered copper ingot, or rescan the hard drive, which I can use once. So the cheap silica combines quartz and limestone to get us silica. That reduces the use of quartz, which is a pretty rare element, hard to find. Could be useful. We don't need a lot of silica right now, but we will later. And then the tempered copper ingot takes copper and petroleum coke, which we have some of and don't particularly have a use for, and makes copper. So this uses a byproduct that we don't have a great use for, as well as a little bit of copper to make more copper ingots, so it's more efficient in creating copper ingots. So between cheap silica, the tempered copper ingot, or rescanning the hard drive, what do those of you in the chat think? I'm going to step away here, let you idle it over, make your choice and put it in chat. And then we'll come back in a moment after I'm done with my inventory management. And we'll get that selected. All right, so things I don't need to carry around. The mycelia I will throw in over here. All right, I don't need this little bit of wood. I don't need all these computers, and my computer stack here is done, so I'll put the extras into this box for now. I guess I don't even need that one, because I do have this stack of 50 available. Looks like, okay. Well, let's empty first. What else do I have that I don't need to carry around? Heat sinks can go into dimensional storage. Now, why is this going so slow here? No space left in depot. Oh, wait, I see. So if I take these out, it'll start... Okay. I guess that makes sense. It's putting in the modular frames. We're gonna have to manage that then. I can't put in more than a stack. All right, so there goes the modular frames. They're gonna take a minute. But the heat sinks we can definitely put in here. Yeah, we can put in the heat sinks. We can put in the turbo motors. Put in the turbo fuel. We can put in the Alclad. At least one stack of heavy modular frames. Alright, the rest of this has to go into a different storage location. So, these items, we're going to drop in here for now. What else did I have? Hold on, I need to resort this. Alright. One more run, taking a look. Cable, wire, quick wire, motors, stators, rotors. Oh, the electromagnetic control rods can go in for sure. I need to dump out my, what's it called? My slugs. Let me dump my slugs out. How many... We're getting close to being able to unlock the production thing that lets me get double shards per slug with the summer sloop overclock, but I'm not there yet. All right, that's a better setup. That's a better scenario. I will need to grab some items out of storage. Mike, you think I should go for copper, the copper ingot, huh? Okay, you got it, buddy. We will take the tempered copper ingot. That silica reward will undoubtedly come back later. All right, let's top up what we do need to carry around. So we need a bunch of metal plates for sure. I think 600 will do the trick there. Screws, we're at 500, don't care about that. Iron rods will top off a little bit. Reinforced iron plates. I'd like to have 3 stacks of that. Okay. Modular frames, I don't think we need more than 1 stack. Steel pipes, I don't think we need more than 1 stack. What else we got going on over here? Steel beams, we need a fair amount. Got 2 and 3 stacks like that. What do we have here? Statters. I do have some statters, don't I? No, I don't have any. I have 1 stack in dimensional storage. That should be enough. Motors, we got 50. We're fine. These don't exist yet. All right, what else do we have that I can grab? Nobelisks we can top up. Plastic we can top up. Oh, no, actually, we probably have more than we need. Well, maybe 2 stacks of plastic. We'll just see about that. Rubber, 1 stack is probably fine. We already topped up on that. I don't need petroleum coke to carry around. All right, let's go back to the left side over here. All right, need concrete for sure. Where am I at with concrete? 3 full stacks seems good. Wire. Let's top that off. Cable. You always need cable for wiring. 3 stacks is fine. What do we got here? Rotors. These are useful in building some stuff. I forgot to put the control rods over here. Okay, let's go with control rods. You can go in there. We're almost done with this. Copper sheets, I think we're okay. We'll just top off in, well... No, I think we'll just get down to 2 stacks here until we're working on piping again. Let's see. Encased industrial beams we want to stack. Later we're going to need more than that, but that's for later. Alright, quick wire. We definitely need more of that. I don't actually have any of those. Silica, I don't think we need to carry around. And quartz crystals, I don't... Well, just for signs is fine. Alright, there we go. We're topped off. Ready to get back into the thick of things. Okay. So we want a splitter that lines up with that on the plastic line. And then we'll lift it up and connect it up. 60 per minute should be fine. So why isn't that working? It's like the splitter didn't actually connect to the line. We've seen that before. Or it doesn't snap in the way you expect it to. Conveyor splitter. Like that. Yeah, see, nothing's coming out. Why aren't you connecting properly? Overlapping another object's clearance. Okay, this looks like this is connected correct. There we go. I saw some flow in there. Okay, I think that's right. It's kind of hard to tell what I'm doing wrong connecting it, but that looks like that'll work. Nope, you're wrong. Okay, there we go. That's 60 per minute of plastic. And that should get into my 2. That should get in here. So, next we need copper ingots. Let me expand this out a little bit. How much overlap did we have there? Some. Okay. So how are we gonna do the copper ingots here? You should be getting plastic in a moment. Yeah, it's coming slowly along that line. How are we gonna get copper ingots here? If I just search for copper... I know there's 2 over there. We've exploited both of them, although I could upgrade them. There's another one over here that I could pull in. That's a normal purity. Those are both pure nodes. I don't think I've upgraded these, and they're a lot closer. So maybe we just upgrade the ones we have. All right, there's another research done. We did just unlock that ability to use iron ore and petroleum coke, which we also have here. There's petroleum coke there, although I'm not sure how much per minute it is. Let's bring up the codex and look at copper ingots. So, in terms of recipes, we have one that combines iron and copper, one that combines copper and petroleum, or petroleum coke. And get 60 copper per minute from 40 petroleum coke. I don't remember how much petroleum coke we're making, so I need to check that out. I don't think it's that much, but I might be wrong. Yeah, well, this is the one that takes the, making 30 per minute from 10 heavy oil residue. So 30 per minute's not going to cut it. That's our only source of petroleum coke. We would need 40 per minute. So we could get 45 copper ingots per minute. I guess it depends on how many copper sheets we need. I need to figure that out. I think we need more than that. So one of the other recipes might be the way we go here. Let's figure out exactly what our requirements for copper sheets are. Because we need copper sheets and I think silica for the AI limiters. Let's do some math, shall we? The best part of the game, doing math. Although then I don't know what we're going to use that copper for, or that petroleum coke for. I guess it's just going to sit in the container for now. There will undoubtedly be tons more of it later. All right. Now let's take a look. So for our circuit boards, we need 30 copper sheets per minute. And then for the AI limiters, Hmm. 25 gets you 5 per minute. Oh, it's quick wire, not silica. Well, if let's say we use the petroleum coke, we would get, all right, so 25 per minute for each of those. I haven't decided how many of those are going to make it. 30 here. So we need, let's do some notes. 30 copper sheets for 2 circuit board assemblers. 25 per 25 copper sheets per limiter. 5 per minute, something like that, right? Okay. So then the question becomes, what's our copper sheet look like? How many ingots do we need? So copper sheet is 2 for 1. We need twice as much copper as we need copper sheets. That's a little on the rough side. 2 copper ingots for each copper sheet. Okay. So ideally, I'd like, well, maybe I don't need to go all out on AI limiters. We'll need to build more AI limiter production later. But I could just tweak that up to be 30, and then we just need 120 copper, or 60 copper and 60 iron for the other thing. Copper alloy. We get 100 per minute. So I could do, that would get me 50. 100 per minute gets me 50 copper sheets. Right now we need 55. I could do this recipe. 5 copper ore, 5 iron ore. Get 100 copper ingots per minute, overclock that to 110. Then I get 55 copper sheets. And that's enough for 1 AI limiter assembler. Compare the new recipe with the original. So I have 2 new recipes. This one gets me 60 copper per minute for 25 copper ore and 8 petroleum coke. Then this one is 100 copper ingots times 50 and 50. And the original recipe is 30 for 30. So it's 1 for 1 copper ore to copper ingot. This one, I still need 1 for 1 ore, but it's half copper, half iron. So because copper is harder to come by sometimes, it uses spare iron to make the copper instead. This one uses the petroleum coke and less copper per minute. I think I'm going to end up using the copper alloy ingot here, and I think we're going to make 110. I think that makes sense. So I think, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to throw down another assembler here. And we'll feed in the copper sheets here. You're going to make AI limiters. And you're just going to come out and feed into this bad boy right here. Doesn't quite reach, huh? Okay. All right, so then back here, we have our copper foundry, and then we just need to fit, we have our copper foundry, and then we can feed in copper ore and iron ore and be good. Now, we are going to need to get quick wire in here somehow, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and do a splitter here. Coming in from behind. I think something like that is fine. All right, so the copper is going to come in. 110 copper per minute is going to come in here. It's going to feed into all three of these. I guess that makes sense. And then we got to get some quick wire over there, which means from here, we need the foundry. Want the foundry to line up. Foundry is going to be overclocked. It's going to feed directly into this splitter line or this manifold. You're going to be making 110 copper alloy ingots per minute. Okay, that looks good. No, that's wrong. I need the copper sheets to go in here. Okay. I need copper sheets to go in here, and then we have the alloy behind that. So for copper sheets, I don't think we have an alternate recipe here. Yeah, it's just... What do I need? 110? So if I overclocked these, I would need... let's see, I can get up to 25. So I need 4 fully overclocked. And then I would need 1 not overclocked. I don't have the shards for that right now. I could get them, but I'd have to burn through some slugs. Or we build like 11 of those, which seems like crazy to me. Let's go check on our research. We have another research available. Maybe there's an alternate recipe for the copper sheet that we can get into. It's possible, right? Let's take a look. Oh, look, right here, steamed copper sheet. Okay. So instead of 2 for 1, I can use a refinery and water to get 1 for 1 ingots into sheets. That's interesting. We have to create the copper ingots. No, we'd have to create the sheets somewhere else. So we go down to the water, create the ingots, turn those into sheets, and then pipe them up. We know we need 110 sheets, I think. No, we needed 110 ingots. We'll need 55 copper sheets total. Should I take this? I mean, it is what we're working on. I think I have to take the alternate steam copper sheet here. I think I got to take this. What's rough? I'm not sure what you mean, Linsenmeyer. The fact that I have to go make this at the water and then ship it up here? It's not too bad. You'd rescan this? Really? But I need copper sheets right now. It's kind of useful right now, don't you think? Let me noodle that for a moment. Part of the problem is I don't actually know what other recipes would be available for steam for copper sheets and whether or not there's another alternate recipe. I could make this work. I think. Let me double check. So, down by the water... Do we have copper over by the water? Let me look at the map here. So there's copper right there. I think our current water setup is like around there. All right, so not a huge amount of copper down there. That's kind of a shame. I guess I could get closer and take another look. I'm not sure what the distance on the scan is. But like we have water down there. So from right here. Is there anything close? I could bring this over, this impure copper over. And then what about iron? Because it just needs copper ore and water, right? Oh, I didn't actually choose it. I could get that impure node, because that's kind of all I need. And then some water. And then just bring a line of copper ingots up here. That could work. You know what I'm saying? Or not copper ingots. I'd make the ingots down there. So right, that's what I needed. I would need some iron down there as well, because I'd need to make the ingots on site before I steam them into sheets. So do I have iron down here somewhere as well? There's some iron up here. There's impure iron there. Okay, so I could get that impure iron. I could get this copper. Just belt them over here. Make a small copper ingot production and then feed it into a refinery that would make steam sheets for me. I don't know, that feels okay. The alternative is to build like a bunch of the normal sheets, which takes a lot of machines. All right, let's try it. It'll be an interesting build, I think. If nothing else, it'll be an interesting build. Let's take steam copper sheet here. And let's get another hard drive scanning. All right, so do I have... okay. I guess I can go straight into... I guess I don't have to get iron ore down there. I could go 1 for 1 from the impure node. Because I'm only going to need 55 ingots per minute. And I should be able to get 55 copper ore. Can I get 55 ingots from the petroleum coke here? We have 30, so I can get 45. Not enough. Okay. So I either use iron ore or all of the impure copper. You know what? I think we'll do it the easy way. We'll just take everything the impure copper node has to offer, and we'll just turn that into old-fashioned normal copper ingots. Feed that into the steamed... the refinery to make steam sheets. Alright, let's go find this copper node. Honestly, the parachute would be a better choice here. Alright. Copper, impure copper node, where would you be? Where are you hiding away? We must be getting close. Steam sheet is the only alt for copper sheets? Interesting. Okay. Am I breathing poison right now? I am, huh? Is it up on there? Yeah, it's up on the top there. Yeah, I can't quite make that get up on the arch there. Maybe with a full jetpack? There we go. Okay. All right, here's the copper right here. It's actually pretty dang high. It's kind of on a level with the home factory. So I need to get over in that direction. I need to go pretty much due west and turn the copper into ingots and move the ingots over there and then drop them down. More power than the original recipe, but less space and fewer resources. Yeah, okay, that works. All right, let's start by driving you away, or I guess you'll move on your own. Good for you. That was a lucky choice your AI made, because otherwise you were gonna die. Gonna need 2 miners here to make a Mark II. Let's get a miner Mark II on here. Now, I want to go kind of due west with it, so we should point it in that direction. I think like this. Creatures in the way. Go on. Move. Alright, I guess you're gonna die. Well, I can just scare them. Yeah, there you go. You're too stupid to live. Okay. That is wrong. Oh, god damn you. Fine. I tried to spare you. You refused to be intelligent about it. So now I'm taking your protein. Where did you drop your protein? I didn't see it. Somewhere in this pile of goo? Or leaves or whatever? Alright, well, whatever. It's fine. So I want to head due west. Yep. Okay, so then I need to be facing due east for this miner. That looks aligned correctly. Alright. Okay. Now, how much ore are you going to get? Do I need to overclock you? 60 per minute? I think we need double this? What do I need? I need 55 ingots per minute. And my current... By the way, what is inbox? Oh, there's messages here. Okay. Copper ingot. It's 1 for 1, right? In the smelter? Yeah, okay. So we're just gonna put down 2 smelters, I think is sufficient. We'll turn that into 60 ingots. All right, so coming out, you go into a splitter. It doesn't quite line up correctly. All right, so we might as well take our time, bring it out to here, and then wire it up. Like so. Okay, so there's the ore coming out, and then we'll put down 2 smelters. They'll make my 60 ingots. Of course, night falls as soon as I start building. Right, so you get 30 ore, you make 30 ingots. Okay, so we're gonna have 60 ingots, which is just a little bit more than we need. I'm gonna have to get a power tower over here. So... let's put that down. Something like that. And then we'll have to figure out how to connect this up in a moment. I mentioned to you guys before, I've been drinking a lot more water lately, and every 45 minutes it makes its way through. So I'm gonna have to take a short break here. I'll be back in like a minute and a half, 2 minute tops, because I will wash my hands, but it's not it's a number one, you know. So I'll be back shortly. I'm gonna take a break real quick. All right, thank you for your patience. We're back. You can't use World Grid when dropping foundations for resource deposits. They almost never line up. Yeah, that's fine. I actually kind of don't mind that they don't line up here. It's like one small place where there's a weird janky belt, and then everything else lines up, which is what I want. So let's assume we get you hooked up. Then we'll come down from here to this. And then we'll come out the rear. All right, there's our ingot producers. And we should connect this to that. And upgrade this in place. Okay, so if we connect at the tower... And the question is, can we connect at the tower? All right. I guess I'm coming down the middle of this road with the copper ingots to get them over to the factory. I feel like over here's the better choice. So actually we won't do that. We'll come down the middle. Let's get our merger down. And let's start building a pathway home. That looks fine. I'm not sure where we're going to drop it down to get to the waters level for the steamers, but we'll bring it over as far as we can. So the copper ingots are going to come over here. They might end up clipping through this rock, it looks like. We got to get them down there. I guess I don't really care if they clip through the rock that much. I won't be looking at it that much. Not quite sure how far we need to go here. We're getting close, though. The water line's down there. Yeah, we need to get a little bit further. So, our refinery would be somewhere along here, I guess. We'll end up needing a floor hole somewhere like this. Looks like we're lined up pretty well, just a little bit off vertically. That's okay. We can hop back up here and finish this in a moment. Let's see about getting power over there. So where's the nearest power tower? There's one there. There's another one there. Not sure it can reach that far. I don't think it can. So we're probably going to need to connect it somehow. Let's bring this over to the far corner a little bit. And kind of put this here. And then see if we can connect that one to there. So can I connect to you? Not from here. I'll have to go over there. I'm not sure if we can get that far. I might be able to put it along the road here. Maybe not. Yeah, the wire's too long. So I'll need an intermediate station somewhere between these two. All right, let's put that down. We'll get the ingots flowing and then we'll figure out how to connect them. So that's our connection. We want to be about equidistant between those two. Which is somewhere like here. Let's make sure this works. We'll tap this line to get close enough. And we'll put this over here. Boy, the sunrise and sunset are a little disorienting at this altitude. All right, so this is going to work. And the question is, can you reach the rest of the way home back to the network? Oh, looks like it can. Okay, there we go. All right. Yes, there we go. 4 gigawatts of power. Currently up and running. So the ingots will come this way. We'll drop them down and put them into the refinery. And we'll get 60 copper sheets per minute, of which 55 we will use. So we're gonna have to drop the copper down and then lift the sheets back up. But, you know, such is life, right? All right. All right, I'll leave a little bit of space. In terms of left and right to indicate that this is doing something else. So we'll build that like there. We'll pipe in the water. And then we'll do our floor hole for the copper ingots. All right, so you line up right there. There's the water we're gonna need. Interestingly, that was not noodle, right? Let me do noodle. I think noodle usually ends up being my favorite. Okay, let's color that for water. All right, so in goes the water. You'll need power as well. I think we're doing just in front of the left foot here. You're gonna do steam sheets. You're getting your water. Now we need to get you your copper. All right, so I'm gonna need a wall. And then we do something like this. Where is it? One off the grate? Okay. Interestingly, it looks like I can't quite do it that way. Might be able to do this. Let's see. Need a lift coming down. That will work. Okay. So what are we? We're one off the left and right on the grate, and one left from the grate. So now I need to get up and get the other side of the floor hole down. All right, lining this up will be a bit finicky, but I think we can do it. I've got a hyper tube over here to get me up. Fortunately, it's starting to be daylight again, so we can see what we're doing. A lot of elevators here, a lot of lifts. All right, so yeah, it's back here. Is it this square? It is. Okay, this is the correct column. I need two more rows here. And then we said it was at the rear grate and then one off from the left grate, or this from this orientation. I think that's right. So then we would want you. And we'd want you. Interestingly, I made the conveyor belt Mark III to get these over here. But, well, I guess I can make the lift down Mark III as well. I'm going to swap to the parachute. We'll get a Mark III lift, because why not? And we'll bring this down. And we should see our copper sheets start coming out. Then we have to lift them up. Yep, we've got it right. Okay, cool. So, can the copper beat me on a Mark III? Can the ingots lower faster than I can fall? I think they can. Yeah, they're catching up to me. Alright, so we're going to see copper sheets coming out the front. We need to get those up and delivered to the factory. So let's do that one more time. We'll set up for the floor hole. Can I get up on here? There we go. Let's go ahead and take Mark III lift. Okay, looks good. And then I'm not sure. Yeah, you know what? I kind of screwed the pooch here. I need to put that stuff back and double check where this has to match up top. Interestingly, it's exactly the same as the last one. Right on the grate at the bottom and one off from the left. Okay. So we just have to find the correct square. Get that in place, and we'll have our steam sheets. 60 steam sheets. Up we go. Hypertube, very useful. Thank you for existing. We're pretty close now. We're going to get circuit boards in production very soon, and then after that, it's just some quick wire into another assembler, and we have AI limiters as well. Interestingly, this is already kind of lifted up, so we could reuse one of these belt locations. We could put the steam sheets right on top of the plastic. That actually makes quite a bit of sense to me. Let's come over here. So the goodies are going to come up along this line. And then we're going to want to put a conveyor pole stack. Right, like, somewhere right like here, I guess. That'll work. And we'll connect it up to that. Okay. I think that should be fine. Well, let's bring it up first. So where are we? 1, 2. Yeah, right here. Okay. So then the floor hole should be right there. We come up and out. Like that. We come over here and join this line. Looks good. And then we need to make a bunch of... I like that it doesn't kind of kick you off. But it's not going to do a stack, is it? It's trying to do a pole. Alright. That's unfortunate. So, like... I think it can do like seven squares is what it can do. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I learned this in a previous playthrough. It can do 7. And the problem is going to be building it because it's messy right now. Can I build you at all? Right, I can do it like that. I think that'll reach. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Well, let's go. Oh, I can actually stand right on the edge here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no. Okay. We don't actually need it to go that far. We need the copper sheets right here. So if we come back to something like this, should work. We're gonna need another one. It's a little bit too close. If I move it there, it should work. Yep. Okay, and then you connect to there. So you're going to be steam sheets. The splitter is right there. So we want a pole here. We'll wrap around. I guess we're done with this ladder. And then we'll come around here to connect to this. We'll bring this over. And I could even maybe just angle it down. I need a ceiling mount actually to get a little bit closer. Need something like that. I think that's right. Do you now connect up to that? Is that straight? That's going up for sure. That looks like it has a little curve in it. I can't tell. Is it straight? I think it's fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, then we bring it down. And if I've done this right, you can feed directly into there. Yeah, it looks good to me. So copper sheets will come along to here and feed into this. And then we just have to get quick wire in there. Okay, looks good. Let's go back and hook it up. Hook it all up. All right, back to the parachute. Strife A, welcome to the channel. Or welcome back, rather. It's going pretty well. I'm pretty happy. We're about to wrap up. We're about to get circuit boards into production. Shortly after that, we will have access to AI limiters as well. Oh, crap. I forgot to... There we go. Where are you? Where are you? There. Connect? Yes, thank you. All right. Nice, we lined it up correctly. That work? Yep, okay. And there goes the steam sheet, the copper steam sheets. Very nice. Water and copper ore getting me some very efficient steamed sheets. All right. So that should put circuit boards into production. We should be getting them produced any minute now. Just as soon as those steam sheets reach the assemblers. Let's head back up and route some quick wire to our AI limiter assembler. Then we'll have AI limiters going as well. We need to check on our research too. Because we should have finished one up by now. Strife, I've been asking folks in the chat what they think about my research options. When I don't have a strong opinion, I'll let you guys choose. So the steam sheet should be flowing. All right, let's check in on research. Let's see what we got. I will need to grab another... I'm going to need to re-up a few things here, actually. But I'll need a hard drive. Let's check in. All right, so I'm going to get the next one scanning, and then we'll take a look at what I got here. So we have two alternatives here. The first is wet concrete. It's another refinery recipe that uses water to improve the rate of production and resource usage, I think, on concrete. So 120 limestone per minute plus water gets you 80 concrete per minute. If you compare that with the existing concrete recipe that I have, it's 15 per minute, which is much, much slower. And we use 3 limestone for every 1 concrete versus this recipe. We use 3 limestone for 2 concrete. So we get twice as much concrete, and we get it more than 5 times faster in terms of production rate. And all it takes is 100 water and a refinery. So that seems pretty good. The other recipe is the quick-wire stator. This one takes 4 steel pipes and 15 quick-wire to make 2 stators. We get 8 per minute here. If we look at our existing recipe, we are getting 5 per minute, 3 pipes, 8 wire, 1 stator. So this alternate recipe... 4 pipes, 2 stators. Better uses steel pipes, uses quick wire instead of copper, and we get 8 per minute instead of 5 per minute. So the choices, chat, are alternate wet concrete, alternate quick wire stator, or do a rescan. Stripe says they are both really good. Linsenmeyer says he thinks copper stator is better. Okay. What do you have, like a tier list for alternate recipes that you're consulting? All right, what do I need? I don't need you. I can turn you into protein real quick. Or I guess I can just store you for now. Strife, you would argue for concrete over stator? It sort of depends on what we're doing, because moving, like, concrete could be useful in the long term, but I'm gonna be automating everything that can be automated in the manufacturer. So off the bat, I'm going to be making computers, heavy modular frames, modular engines, and adaptive control units. So I might... What is... I don't know if these use stators. We're also going to be making crystal oscillators and the SAM fluctuators, but those don't use stators. They don't use concrete either. You want the cat for computers more than anything? Yeah, Caterium computers. I remember that recipe, actually. It's a very strong recipe. So, Mike says stator, Strife says concrete. I guess if it's up to me, I would think I would be more likely to use the concrete or the stators sooner than the concrete, depending on what goes into the space elevator projects. Mike, you're saying concrete as well? You don't think that stator is good? Okay. Well, we're gonna have to take it eventually. We're gonna have to take it eventually, because you can't. Eventually, you have to get every single recipe. But all right, we'll take the concrete for now. And we've got another 5 minutes and 50 on this hard drive to get another recipe choice. So in the meantime, let's go take a look at the quick-wire production, because circuit boards should be up and running now, right? Let's double check. Oh, they're not. Why is that? What did I miss? Why aren't my copper sheets arriving? Oh, something... No, there's a copper sheet. Okay, it's only 60 per minute. No, you're producing. Okay, yeah, you are producing. You just... Oh, did I not do outputs? What's happening here? I didn't do outputs. Okay, well, That's fixable. Did that connect up? No. Yes, it did. Okay. All right. There's circuit boards. AI limiters is ready to go. I just need to get quick wire in here now because it's getting the copper sheets, right? Yeah, I need to get some quick wire over here. So, quick wire's over in this direction. I don't remember exactly how much we're making, but it's quite a bit, I think. Quick wire's going up into its container there. So we'd have to put a merger here and route some of it over to that other location. Let's build a concrete path for this. All right, so if we're gonna route the quick wire over here, how much quick wire do we need? By the way, 100 per minute. Okay. So we'll take a Mark II lift here, run it up to the ceiling. We'll start. I think I'll route it a little bit. I'll curve it a little bit here, because I would like it to not be. I'd like it to be in the middle of something like this. Yeah, in the middle of a foundation and not in between two foundations. So how far can I go with this? I can get it over to there. That's gonna be fine. And then we'll need to continue this. Something like this. Not quite sure how far to go here. Looks like I'm gonna have to connect it up directly. Okay, and then we can split off the quick wire here. Now I should find out how much I'm making. How much am I actually making here? 60... 60... Are any of these overclocked? No, they're all standard. 60, 60. So we're making 240 per minute, and I need 100 of that, so we're fine. You have 9 lines to pull into your factory? All right, well, good luck with that. Thank you so much for stopping by. We'll see you next time. Take care, Strife A. Yeah, I think we're good here. Conveyor splitter. I think that's fine. We'll pull this out. Now, interestingly, it's actually not fine. Let's put a ceiling mount up in the middle here. Maybe that'll help us line up the splitter. That looks okay. What is that noise? Is something happening with my electricity? No, everything's still on. I need that to be kind of in the middle. I'm not sure if I can see it from here. There we go. That should be my quick wire. Here it comes. Let's see it happen. It's a Mark II belt, so it's a little slower than the Mark III. But there, we should get 100 quick wire per minute here, and we should see AI limiters start to build. Do. Okay, okay. Keep going. You can make it. You can do it. Apparently rubber concrete is B tier while wet concrete is C tier. You can fix the weird bend by moving your scroll wheel up and down once each. Yeah, no, that works in the default mode, but I don't think it works as well in the straight mode. Because it doesn't allow you to make... Yeah, I could have done it that way, you're right. Deuterium, quick wire, feeds in. Start making AI limiters, please. All right. So now technically, I actually have 30 sheets per minute available. So I could overclock this just a hair if I wanted to. So let's see. It would be 120%, I think. Yeah, that actually works. That gets me one more AI limiter per minute because that uses up all the copper and half the quick wire that's available. Plus the full capacity of the belt, which is 120 per minute. So that's worth doing. One more per minute for one power shard. I'll take that. So our first AI limiter should be coming off. Or no, I guess there were a few before that. Yeah, they're going to be pretty few and far between on this particular belt. But please go up and ins. Show it to me, show it to me. I think we've done it. I think we've finished our goal for the stream. And we should have a reward of a hard drive recipe in just a moment here. All right, what are you stuck on? No space left in depot? Okay. There we go. AI limiters and circuit boards are under production. Very nice. Very nice indeed. With that, we can confidently finish Tier 5, which will involve getting Logistics Mark IV. I have some of the goods. Let me replace that rubber that I just used, and then we'll get some of the other stuff. We're going to need encased industrial beams and modular frames. Or modular, yeah, modular frames. We need 400 of these. Okay, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks good. And then encased industrial beams. How many do I have for me? 85. All right, 300. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. Tier 5 complete.
Milestone reached. The transportation of resources can reach new heights of efficiency. With the Mark IV belts and lifts, the truck, but even more importantly, your effort. Handling a large and complicated vehicle like the truck should come easy to a well-trained pioneer such as you. They are an obvious improvement over tractors concerning industrial purposes. Improvements for personal use were not measured.
Yeah, the truck has a tendency to roll, as I recall, and fall off of roads and stuff. Name this factory Taiwan. I don't think so. It's Factory Jossaway, or the Jossaway factory. You're getting your kid from school. So are you like, do you like watch my stream while you drive? That seems super dangerous, dude. I know sometimes you sit in your car. I know sometimes you sit in your car and watch, but like driving at the same time, I hope you're not doing that. That's like really reckless. You probably know that. You're not a complete tool, so I doubt that's what you're doing. I must be misunderstanding what you meant there. Okay, we've got one more recipe to choose to round out the stream, so let's see what's available here. So we got, our opportunity is steel canister turns 4 steel ingots into 4 empty canisters. This is an alternative to plastic. Oh, actually, if you hover over the canister, you can see. So empty canisters, 2 plastic into 4 canisters, 60 per minute. This is 4 steel into 4 canisters, 40 per minute. That doesn't seem like that good of a deal to me. Like I get steel is easier to produce than plastic because you have to find an oil patch. I mean, I guess that's a valid point. Like iron and charcoal are probably a little bit easier to come by than oil. So that's one consideration. I don't know how many more canisters we're going to need though. And then we have an alternate here, the coated cable. Oh, this is interesting. So instead of copper into wire, into cable, and getting 30 per minute, we do copper into wire and then add heavy oil residue and get 67.5 per minute. Neither of these is super appealing to me. I'm tempted to rescan, but I'm curious for those of you in the chat. Looks like Strife A had to leave to work on his factory and Linsenmeyer had to leave to get his kid. So if there's anybody lurking and you want to weigh in here, let me know. I'll give it 15, 20 seconds here. If you have an opinion that one of these is better than the other or one of these is worth getting. Otherwise, I think I'm going to rescan this. I don't particularly need either of these right now. Yeah, I'll give it a second here because I know there's a chat delay, but not too long. I will, in the meantime, we're going to want to unlock tier 6 next time with industrial manufacturing. So that's going to be our next milestone. Let me go get the goodies for that. We'll get 200 motors. What do we need? Another 200 modular frames. We're gonna need 400 plastic and 1,000 cable. Okay, looks like nobody's going to weigh in, so I'm going to rescan this and we'll see what our next group of opportunities is, our next 2 recipes. Let's rescan this for now. All right. Ooh, now this is interesting. Both of these are very interesting. Plastic smart plating. Now that could be used. I'm not sure. I think smart plating gets used in some of these other recipes for phase 3. This could be a really good one. I'm not sure. So right now, the recipe we have is 2 per minute. This recipe in the manufacturer is more involved to set up, but you get 5 per minute. Plastic, rotors, and reinforced iron plates versus just reinforced iron plates and rotors. So if we feed some plastic in, we can get 5 per minute. That could be pretty useful. And then rubber, I don't know that we have a huge amount of use for. Recycled rubber from fuel and plastic. That one I don't like. I think I'm taking alternate smart plastic plating here. All right, the pod is back. Let's unlock industrial manufacturing and enter into tier 6.
Milestone reached. Manufacturers can receive up to 4 inputs for the production of complex parts, such as computers and heavy modular frames, but most importantly the 2 new project parts. The modular engine and adaptive control unit are essential for the development of Phase 3 of Project Assembly. You are making good progress. The future is starting to look bright.
Oh, thanks, Ada. No sarcastic snipe this time? Good for you. Okay. Let's throw down a quick assembler here. Why not, right? Production, manufacturer, that's what I meant. Yeah, these big boys. Bigger, better, fix it. Okay, so modular engine does require smart plating. So this alternate recipe may come in handy. We probably want to get started on one of these 2. This requires computers and automated wiring, so we're not going to be able to do that one. But we can get started on the modular engine because we have motors, we can make rubber, and we can make smart plating. So we can get started on this. I might get started on this next episode, I think. Another thing I want to automate is the SAM fluctuator. Reanimated SAM, wire, and steel pipe. We have all of that. The infamous heavy modular frame. I've been waiting a while to build crystal oscillators. We want to get into computers as well. I would love to get the alternative recipe for computers, the Caterium computer, because I know it's the best one. And then I would never automate gas filters, but I probably need to craft a few. So having built this, I've now remembered that I need to do that. Well, all right. So we've completed tier 5. We've automated everything available in tier 5. We can get into tier 6 next time. Pretty stoked on the progress we're making here and how organized I am. To hit tier 6 at probably 38 hours. Yeah, 38 hours. We're at tier 6. That's not bad at all. And to be this organized and have everything kind of like working. Plus, we have more power than we need right now, so we're gonna start eating up some power though. That's true. What are we at? We're at we produce 4 gigawatts. We're consuming 1.5. Max consumption's up to 3, so we don't have to be worried yet. But sooner or later, we are gonna need more power. All right. That's going to be it for this stream, folks. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thanks to Mike Linsenmeyer and Strife for chatting with me, and to you lurkers for being here and watching. Hope you enjoy the stream. If you're watching the VOD in the future, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the alert button so you get notified when I go live and you come chat with me in person. Yeah, we'll be back with more Satisfactory. I don't know when. Probably tomorrow, but maybe later today. Yeah, probably not. Probably not, because I've got 2 hours and then I'm going to work out, have dinner, and play some Rocket League. So, probably be back tomorrow with more Satisfactory. Until then, thanks again for watching and take care, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye.